part two. Part two, as I probably stated in the last video, I really don't know. It's me trying to explain more of the assembly of my dress in the how it was constructed. I'm probably gonna title it like how I'm gonna explain the layers, because my dress had multiple layers and most people don't realize it. I actually forgot about that. So I'm also going to be explaining like the journey of me finding my fabric and everything else, because that's the layers. Okay. Okay. This is another detail about the muslin, and I'm gonna I don't know which video I'm putting yet, but I found my muslins. One of them is deconstructed. My teacher ripped it apart because I think she thought we were done with it, and I told her I wanted to keep it. But yeah, this is okay. No, this is it's wrinkled. This is my first muslin. As you can see, like, we had to, this doesn't provide much detail to you guys, but these are the princess seam. They're really bad. They're really bad. Muslins, like, you don't have to look like you have skill. So you just don't stress yourself out about it. This is where we rip the slit. As you can see, it's just pop seams. So yeah, this is my muslin. I don't know if I'm gonna try it on. I might try it on for you guys. But that's probably tomorrow. This is my second muslin. After the extra fabric was sewn onto it. Oh, this is the one she ripped apart. I can't explain this to you guys. Okay, this is the top. This is the extra fabric right here. This is the original part. I don't even know how to explain to you guys the bottom, because it's just gone. Yeah, I can't explain this to you guys. But yeah, that's the bottom. Oh, these are the, I forgot all this stuff is in here. I took out my bag that I used. I had 2 bags when I was making my prom dress, and I just packed 1 bag up and left all the fabric in there. And this is what I'm showing you guys now. Okay, so this is my bag. This is one of my sleeves. I think these are my, no, these are my first sleeves, I think. But yeah, that's a muslin. As you can see, it's just like, oh yeah, the sleeve has 2 layers too, I think. It's just a really thin fabric that you can get from Joann's, and you just stitch whatever thread you have at hand. But yeah, okay, so I went to New York. It all starts in New York. So I knew I wanted I knew the dresses I wanted in light. So in March, I went to New York, the first week of March, and I asked my parents, can we go to the fashion district? We ended up going to the fashion district on a Sunday, not knowing that most of the stores would be closed, but I still was able to look in about 2 or 3 fabric shops, and I found out I liked a fabric, this certain type of fabric, which was the beaded fabric. I think I was looking for different types of beaded fabric, trying to see if I wanted to do sequin fabric and all that. So I believe, but I'm not positive, but I believe this is the fabric I looked at, which is the fabric I just ended up going with. But I don't think they had this color, or if they did, they only had it in one store, not the other. But I was looking at the really pretty and really expensive beaded fabric, and I was like, so I was glad they gave me an idea. I knew I couldn't come back and fly out to New York. I took a picture of the store name in case they could ship it to me, but I just knew I liked that fabric. I had my heart set on that fabric. So what I did was I went home. I told my teacher, no, I don't think I even told my teacher. I sent my teacher pictures, but it didn't give much detail. I just went home. I knew I liked that fabric, but I kind of put it to the back of my head because I had a really busy week that week. So then, I don't think it was that week. I don't know what week, but it was soon because I had to get going. I think I decided to make my dress right before I left for New York or right when I got back. And I had to decide. So, I believe I started making my dress. I don't know, honestly. Actually, I started making my dress the last week of March because I got my new phone on March 30th, and that's where a lot of the clips are recorded from. But, yeah. So, I probably got assigned to make my dress. Assigned. But I probably told her I wanted to make it the second to last week. I had told her here and there, but I never was like, okay, I'm actually going to make it. That's part of why I only had about a month to make my dress. Because I was scared to be like, okay. I was scared to commit. Although Chicago is a big city, it does not have a good fashion district. I don't know if fashion districts are only on the coast and people only, I don't understand. But I went to I think I went to 2 fabric stores. One was like, The other one was pretty good. It's really big. I cannot remember what it's called right now, but I'm sure the average sewing Chicagoan would know it. But I found these 3 fabrics. And she stapled them to the paper. This one, hold up. I should just flip them over and just let one have the spotlight. I found this one, which I liked, but I thought it was too green. I want it to be slightly darker. I found this one. I liked it, but I wasn't sure if I wanted this texture. Because I wasn't going on wanting this texture. And I felt like this texture was not going to give me the look that I needed. Because I didn't look at any dresses with this texture. And same with this one. I just didn't like it. I don't know. I liked them all. I just knew it was not going to give me my look I was looking for. So I think I went there and left. And then I looked online. And I found what I looked online. And I don't even know how I found it. I think it was one of the first fabrics to pop up. And the reason I knew I liked it is because some people sent in real pictures of what they received. And yeah, one day I just looked on Etsy. So some people sent in real pictures they received, and the dress they had, you could tell it wasn't real, but you could tell the way they like photoshopped it onto her, it would make a good dress. So yeah, I looked on Etsy and I found this fabric, which 1 was exactly like the one I fell in love with in New York, and 2, I could get it shipped. So I showed my teacher that next time I saw her. I really don't remember this timeline, but remember, it's like back to back to back. Because I was looking for fabric sometimes in the middle of the week. No. I'm trying to remember because I looked for fabric once. I think I looked for fabric before she even gave me the muslin once, and then I looked again. I don't know. Yeah, I found this fabric, but the only thing is it said it was going to ship possibly in like a month. And I was like, okay, I'm making this muslin for about a week or 2. But if I'm done with this muslin and my fabric isn't here, that's going to be a problem. So we showed my sewing teacher, and my mom knew I found the link. They talked about it, and they were like, is this the one you want? And I was like, yeah. And I told her I wanted it in green because I knew that color looked good to me. And I knew green would be easy to match because this is see-through. Don't be like me. Pick a beaded fabric that has some, I think, backing is what it's called. Not just netting. But that's very unlikely. That's probably why most people go with the sequins, because there's a lot of sequin fabrics that you don't have to worry about like it just being netting. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Yeah. So this is the fabric I fell in love with. I have a video of me unboxing it. Oh, it came sooner than we think, so that was the blessing. It came like a week later. I think it's shipped like, y'all will see. I don't know. It don't matter anyway. So this is the fabric. This is the fabric that touches the outside air. The only complaint I have about this fabric is it kept getting caught on itself. But I don't think that would have been a problem as much as it was if I didn't have sleeves on my dress, because that's what kept getting caught, because they were rubbing against each other. Sometimes the bottom of my dress gets stuck, but I'm sure that kind of happened to other people in different ways. So that's the top layer. I came to give an update. I have one more fabric to get, and then I only have to worry about my zipper and my thread. Which I might just go back to Joann's and get. Yeah, I'm wearing green. I don't know, the lining is, so yeah, that was my update. I found my lining, well, what has to be my lining. I just cut off of it because I can't return it now. So this is my fabric, as y'all know and can see. And this is my lining. I just got this from Joann's. It was like $20 because it was on sale. So this is not how it's gonna look, but for example, this is the vibe my dress is gonna give. So yeah, I actually like it. Now I'm looking at them layered together, because I didn't like it separately. But the glitter distracts me. Cutting this little piece off was kind of hard. Yeah. Now YouTubers used to have to put their hand behind stuff. But yeah, I have to take this to the store and get one more fabric. And then I can get my zipper and my thread. Boning, she keeps saying boning. And I know what she's talking about. So I don't know if she's getting that, but I'll get it if I have to. Ew. Maybe she has some. That's what she keeps saying. We're gonna put the boning in it. We're gonna put the boning in it. But this fabric, cutting this little swatch, I think I was trying to say that earlier, was really difficult in a sense, because I had to make sure I didn't try to cut a bead, and I did. And it fell off. It was so much coming off, and I was like, so what I might need to do for this fabric is like cut an extra like 1/4 inch, so that when it starts falling off, but maybe that's ideal, because she said we're gonna have to cut the beads out of my seam allowance. I don't know. It's really, this is gonna be interesting. Nothing else but this, but I really like it. So okay, so the video is gonna seem a little out of order because I started explaining the lining. I began the video with explaining my layers as top, middle, and bottom, but now I went from the top layer to the layers that were in each individual part of my dress, which was the skirt piece and the bodice. So this is why I had to begin here. It will seem a little backwards. Now this is the lining. You see the lining's kind of ugly green, I'm not gonna lie. That bridal satin, oh, perfecto. But this one is kind of a similar green to the beaded fabric if you really want to talk, but the bridal fabric elevated the beaded fabric. But this is my lining. My lining, I believe I only used it on the bottom layer of my dress. I'm not about to pull my dress out this closet right here to figure it out. But the reason I had to get lining is because I had a slit. If I didn't have a slit, I wouldn't have lining, because when you have a slit in your dress, you walk and your dress kind of opens up a little bit. So it's more to make it look finished. So this lining I had to use in the inside because if I didn't, you would be able to see the seams of the bridal satin and the hem like that and stuff like that. So we just wanted it to look nice, so we just used the lining. I don't think anyone ever saw, well, maybe when I was walking down the stairs, but I think it still helped. It made it more comfortable. Okay, so this is my other fabric. This was other pretty expensive fabric. I think I got this fabric from the place I found these at. This fabric is bridal satin. Yeah, it's just bridal satin. Oh no, I did not get it from the same place. I got it from the other place, which I can't remember that name either, but I'm going to figure it out because there's like only 3 fabric stores in the city and I had to go into the city. But yeah, I got this was bridal satin. I don't remember. I think I got like 7 yards of this. Yeah, this is what went behind this. It made it look pretty. It made it so you couldn't see my bare best skin. So that is kind of like, we had to use 2 layers to make it look like one. I'm not going to film myself sewing because I look crazy, but I will, after I shower and wash my hair, maybe even after I do my hair, I will try it on in a weird way because it's not fully done, so it's not gonna actually be able to be tried on like my muslin was. But I will try to show y'all because I want to see the length myself. But my room, I'm gonna have to like stand on that chair right there and get it. Hey y'all, I'm about to show y'all. Oh wait, hold up. We'll put it this way. Okay, I can rotate. I'm gonna try it on differently later on. But it's a lot of extra space back here to me. It's so cute. Oh, that reminds me, I need to bring the pattern with the sleeves. But yes, these are my princess shoes. Okay, now, let me get my life together and calm it down and put this up. So I can sew. Yeah, I need to sew this. Bro, I thought I sewed these together. I mean, pin them together. Your girl did it. Side front, side back. But what I'll be able to do is look here to see. So it goes center front, side back. And I have notches this time. That's definitely one of the bags. Oh. So this goes right here. Yeah. I'm excited. Like, it's really getting me. You must be made for me. Patience is everything. In and out, in and out, in and out. So that was just the bottom half of the dress. The top half, I'm gonna go over. The top half had beaded fabric, I believe, bridal satin, and oh, here you go. Nope, it's not here. But I'm gonna say, I think it had some type of muslin in it, but that's just because we just used whatever fabric we had. It had like a white thin fabric. That is what my boning is on, and you will see that. And so I believe I stitched the bridal satin to the boning. So bridal satin was on top of the boning. I have to stitch boning. You know how I said the princess seams went to my curves? I had to stitch the boning so it went to my curves even more, but it was stiff. Because if you've ever seen anyone have, I don't know, I'm sorry, but if anyone's dress does this, it probably wasn't sewn right. If you ever see anyone's dress kind of like fall off of them or slouch, it's because they needed boning and didn't realize it, or it's just it's a poorly made top probably. But I don't know, I don't wear that many strapless tops that are loose like that. And I think the boning probably also helped because my dress was so long, and even if it wasn't heavy, one little snag on something probably could have pulled the dress off. But yeah, the boning just helped it so the strapless part would just stay up. Ooh. So yeah, the top of my dress was beaded fabric, bridal satin, and boning. I think that was it. Because the boning was like, it kind of was like stiff like Velcro. I don't have any boning in here. But like, just say, because it's plastic, I don't even know why I have this in here. Just say this is the boning. Yeah, just say, okay, yeah, we're gonna do this. Just say this was the boning right here, and this is the fabric I sewed it onto. This part of the fabric was laying onto my body, and this part of the boning that was on the fabric, it had to be sewn onto the fabric, kind of like the zipper. Let's just say the plastic teeth of the zipper was sewn onto this part, but the plastic part of the boning, because it was like a really hard plastic, it was like a really hard plastic tape measure, and it made little lines. The plastic was on the bridal satin, and the other part was on my body, so I didn't need another layer, I believe. So yeah.
So Olivia is stitching on the boning on the underlining of the dress to help the strapless dress stay up.
You must be made for me. Patience is nothing. In and out, in and out, in and out. Arguing, trifling, difficult. Let more. I don't know why you love me. You got it bad for me, babe. I don't forget that I can have this, babe.
Those are all the layers of my dress. Yeah, and the next part I will be explaining my beaded fabric specifically, because if there was a specific way I had to assemble the dress due to the beaded fabric, one, as you know, and two, yeah, just assembling the dress. The beaded fabric literally determined half of how I sewed the dress. And yeah, I just have to explain that in the next video. So yeah, in part 3 I'll be explaining how I had to sew the beaded fabric and showing the finished product.